Welcome back to Starstruck TV. Today we are giving an honest review on the newest addition to the Transformers franchise. Transformers 1, the much-anticipated animated prequel, takes viewers back to a pivotal time before the Autobots and Decepticons were fully formed. Directed by Josh Cooley, who directed Toy Story 4, and featuring a star-studded voice cast, this film explores the origin story of two iconic leaders, Optimus Prime as Orion Pax and Megatron as D-16, before they became sworn enemies. Packed with ambitious storytelling and stunning visuals, the film aims to reinvigorate the Transformers saga while carving a distinctive niche in the franchise. Now let's break it down into what worked brilliantly, what faltered, and the elements that make this entry unforgettable. The good: strong storytelling and stellar voice acting. Transformers 1 stands out as one of the most compelling entries in the Transformers franchise, receiving accolades for its fresh take on familiar characters and themes. The film delves deep into the relationship between Orion Pax and D-16, showcasing their camaraderie and eventual ideological rift. This makes the story not just an epic space adventure, but a meaningful character-driven narrative. Critics have likened its approach to what Knights of the Old Republic did for Star Wars, creating a compelling prequel that feels fresh yet tied to established lore. The cast shines, with Chris Hemsworth breathing new life into a younger Optimus Prime. While some fans miss Peter Cullen's iconic voice, Hemsworth manages to pay homage to the character's essence while adding a youthful twist. Brian Tyree Henry's portrayal of D-16 Megatron has been especially praised. Henry effectively captures the complexity of Megatron's transformation from a charismatic idealist to a fearsome antagonist, imbuing the character with depth and gravitas. A visual feast. The animation by Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, is nothing short of spectacular. From its richly detailed landscapes of Cybertron to dynamic action sequences, the film balances a gritty realism with the vibrant energy of its source material. ILM's unique approach makes the visuals look almost live-action, grounding the alien planet in a tactile, cinematic reality. While it takes a moment to adjust to the smoothed, stylized faces of the characters, the animation ultimately emerges as one of the film's most impressive aspects. The movie also weaves in numerous nods to fans of the franchise, from the classic 1986 animated film to the Michael Bay live-action entries. These Easter eggs don't overshadow the main story, but instead add layers for longtime viewers to appreciate. The ambitious world building. In 104 minutes, Transformers 1 ambitiously packs in a trilogy's worth of material. It introduces the underground life of the Transformers on Cybertron, pre-transformation technology, and a quest that involves conspiracies, intergalactic threats, and ideological clashes. The script, co-written by Eric Pearson, cleverly ties the ability to transform to societal hierarchy, adding a fresh layer of commentary to the franchise's mythos. The bad: when ambition overwhelms simplicity. While Transformers 1 excels in many areas, it's not without its flaws. For one, the film's ambition to pack so much lore and action into a relatively short runtime, 104 minutes, occasionally works against it. Some plotlines, such as the deeper political intricacies of Cybertron or the full ideological evolution of D-16 into Megatron, feel rushed. Fans who are invested in the sprawling mythology might find these elements underexplored, leaving questions unanswered and opportunities missed. Additionally, while Chris Hemsworth and Brian Tyree Henry bring a refreshing dynamic to their characters, some fans have noted the absence of Peter Cullen's iconic Optimus Prime voice as a disappointment. Cullen's deep, resonant tones are so integral to the character that Hemsworth's interpretation, though admirable, struggles to completely satisfy purists. This issue is less pronounced for Megatron, as Henry crafts a compelling performance that is uniquely his own. Pacing issues and a crammed narrative. The film also grapples with pacing. The first act is methodical, focusing on world building and character development, but the second and third acts feel densely packed with action. While this ramp-up delivers thrilling sequences, it sacrifices some of the emotional resonance that makes the opening so strong. For example, Orion Pax's transformation into Optimus Prime is visually spectacular, but it doesn't get as much introspective weight as one might hope, considering its significance in the story. Similarly, supporting characters, though voiced by an exceptional cast, don't get the screen time they deserve. Characters like Elita 1, played by Scarlett Johansson, and Sentinel Prime, played by Lawrence Fishburne, have their moments but don't feel fully fleshed out. Their arcs seem more like setup for future films rather than integral parts of this one. The unforgettable, emotional, and thematic depth. Despite its shortcomings, Transformers 1 delivers unforgettable moments that elevate it beyond a standard origin story. The core conflict between Orion Pax and D16 is both poignant and relatable, touching on themes of friendship, betrayal, and moral compromise. The writers craft these moments with care, giving the story emotional weight that resonates long after the credits roll. One standout sequence involves a heartfelt conversation between Orion Pax and D16 in the early days of their friendship. This dialogue, set against a beautifully animated Cybertron skyline, captures the hopes and ideals they once shared before their eventual division. It's a moment of quiet introspection rarely seen in the franchise, and it sets the stage for the tragic rivalry that follows. A hopeful future for Transformers. Transformers 1 lays the groundwork for what could become a groundbreaking trilogy. The film ends on a bittersweet note, with the Autobots and Decepticons beginning their fateful divergence. Yet, there's a glimmer of hope as Optimus Prime emerges as a leader determined to fight for justice and unity, even in the face of overwhelming odds. This setup hints at an epic continuation, promising to delve deeper into the rich lore of the Transformers universe. Final thoughts. It's a prequel that is potentially worth watching. In the end, Transformers 1 accomplishes what it sets out to do. It breathes new life into a beloved franchise by exploring its roots in a visually stunning and emotionally compelling way. While not perfect, its strengths outweigh its flaws, making it a good watch for both die-hard fans and newcomers. If you're someone who loves immersive world-building, dynamic characters, and epic action sequences, this film is a solid addition to your watch list. What did you think of Transformers 1? Do you agree with our take, or did you see it differently? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Starstruck TV for more reviews, deep dives, and everything movies.